I'm happy to report that this movie will not be going to the chopper because welcome back to the James Ramblin Reviews for yet another review. Yes, I just quoted the original Predator 1987 film starring Arnold Schwarzenegger because last night I went to see Predator Badlands, and I'm going to be honest with you and saying that this is probably one of the best Predator movies I have seen in a while. There was Predator Killer of Killers. I like the concept, what that was going for, but I definitely enjoyed this movie as well. Would even go on to say I prefer the style of this film to that of Prey from 2022. That film just didn't work for me, and you could tell in my review it was a film I wasn't really getting myself into. I haven't even watched it again. Like, it's not that movie I'm wanting to go back and watch again. So there is that. So yeah, for a bit of context here, I know it's been a week since I did a video and all of that stuff, but there's just not been tons, like loads of movies I've been going to see recently. But this was one of the films one of my friends wanted to see, Predator Badlands. It's the most recent movie in the franchise. It's the third Predator type of film, directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who directed Prey, who directed Predator Killer of Killers. And so, without spoiling, I don't want to spoil the movie because I think it just came out a few days ago on the weekend, on Friday or Saturday, like when I went to see it or whatever. I seen it on the Sunday last night, so don't want to spoil too much as it just came out recently. But what it's about, it's pretty much about the Predator and his clan and how all of that develops. And then there's like a woman that's in the movie and how they have a relationship, like a connection with everything going on, and how it's this whole mythology, how the Predator has to speak a certain language and all of that kind of stuff. In this movie, it's about almost 2 hours long. It's an hour and 40 minutes. So there is all of that. And so what I'm gonna say is that yeah, this is better than Prey, like the last live action Predator movie, because it just has this style to it where it just feels more on my on my wavelength, where it has a lot of action in the movie. There's a few moments here and there, sure, where they slow it down so they can tell the story more or show you the landscapes and the world and all of that kind of thing. But for the most part, the movie is packed with action scenes. There's action at the start of the movie. There's action towards like the middle parts of the film. There's a bit of action even towards the end of the movie. So they really do, try and deliver an action movie in this movie. And so for that reason, I definitely do enjoy this movie. It gets the job done. It gives you what you're actually expecting from a movie like this, while trying to give the Predator like an actual personality and a bit of life to him. Because obviously, in the other Predator movie, like for example the original Predator, the Predator just felt like a silly thing, or he just didn't feel. He felt menacing, and he felt like a really big threat in the original movie, obviously, and he wasn't meant to be, the star of the show like Arnold Schwarzenegger was or Carl Weathers was in the original film. So they really went for a new take, and a new kind of taste of what to get from a Predator character sort of thing. And I did like that they gave the Predator something to say, something to do. So I did like all of that sort of thing where they were going for that idea. And so the Thea character, I forgot who actually is the actress. It doesn't really matter here. But what I will say about her, like her performance is fine. I will say, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like her performance, she's all right, I guess. Like she tags along and things. But what really interested me was the Predator character. Out of every character in the movie, he just had something about him. And then you saw the different forms and everything. You'll see that when you watch the movie, how they do all the different forms and the suits and the outfits and the battles and all of that, the way they use the battles and the colour and the lighting, and even parts of the film, I thought this movie was filmed in New Zealand. I thought I was watching a Lord of the Rings movie because of the way they shot it and how like there was like the grass and the water. Like I thought that was like a place in the South Island where they shot, the Lord of the Rings in New Zealand. So there's definitely all of that, and so I enjoyed Predator Badlands. It's not like one of the best movies of 2025, but as a movie on its own level, and as how you have to accept the fact that it's a predator talking its own language, it's a movie that's enjoyable. It's not going to crack the top 10 movies of 2025. I've started to piece together what those are going to be, but definitely it is an enjoyable film. If you're a Predator fan, if you liked Dan Trachtenberg's other works, you would probably enjoy this as well. And so, yeah, definitely did enjoy this movie. And obviously, this movie is not unique. it has those elements of the Predator having the personality, but then it does feel there are points throughout. I will be honest. I'll just quickly say this before we end the review, that because of the PG rate and the PG 12 or 13 it was, you definitely feel like the stakes aren't as high as they're meant to be. So basically, it jumps from a situation to situation where you have the Predator doing these things with these characters, and it leads to that. So there is that. But yeah, I think this is about a 7 out of 10 for me. That's the type of movie I think this is. And so definitely that's how I felt about Predator Badlands. Let me know if you saw the movie, what you would give it out of 10 and things like that. And stay tuned for more reviews like this one because I'm not stopping anytime soon. I need to finish Peacemaker Season 2. I've got 2 episodes left. I started like a week ago or so and I'm still trying to finish that. So when I get around to it, I'll review it for you and stay tuned for more like this one. It's been a pleasure coming back to the channel again. You know, I don't want to just pump out non-stop videos because then I'll burn myself out. So yeah, stay tuned for more reviews and I'll see you in the next video. This video is going to finally get to the chopper. Bye.